Happy Thursday, December 5th. It's early in the morning. Marjorie is by my side, begging for can't say the word because she knows it, right? Yeah, last night I finished clue 1 of my mystery gnome knitting, which was great, and I went to print clue 2 and I was having issues with my computer, so I just said, you know what, why don't I do a little bit of mindless knitting? So I picked up the last dishcloth. I was really close to finishing. I probably had like an inch and a half to go. So I finished that. I still need to weave in all the ends, but I got 4 dishcloths out of the yarn. And what I did is I kept using the previous dishcloth to measure the next one. But they're all knit straight across the rows, none of them on the bias, and a garter stitch border around it, and each one is a different stitch pattern of just knits and purls. So this is the last one I did. So I did knit 2, purl 2, but I maintained that pattern for 2 rows and then switch. So it's got this like almost waffle texture, but it's reversible. I like having the patterns be reversible on a dishcloth. So it's not Advent knitting, but it does mean that I'll be able to weave in the ends and then call this a finished object for the year, which will help progress my goal of knitting more out of my stash than bringing in, because if you watched my November Makes episode, I'm behind by like 2,000 yards, so every little bit is going to help move me toward that goal. We got in our short little walk this morning, and as you can see, it's a later start to the day, so it's about 7:20 in the morning. There is some light. It's not completely dark, which is good. And yeah, just making the commute to work. We were given a dense fog warning. It was supposed to be really dense fog this morning, and there isn't, which is good. I think what I was reading on the news app this morning was that the fog cleared up faster than they anticipated, so yeah, it's good, because I didn't want to have to deal with that or a potential school delay if it just made travel a bit dangerous. So anyway, yeah, it's Thursday, so today and tomorrow are the last 2 days of class. I'm excited. And tonight we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah, it should be a nice day and a nice evening. Yeah. Afternoon! It is about 3:30 in the afternoon. I am heading home from work. It is a partly cloudy day today. It's quite beautiful. I have worn my hat all day today because I had decided it was a wear hat kind of day, which I don't do very often at work because I try to look somewhat dressed up, and wearing a hat all day doesn't really fit that bill, but it is cold. So right now it's in the mid 40s, but it's been in the 30s / high 20s in the morning. Really cold. So I recognize there are places where it gets colder, but for this area that is quite cold to be freezing / below freezing in early December. So, ooh, that hit me right in the face. Yeah, I'm gonna head home and tidy up the house in preparation for guests to come over and play Dungeons and Dragons. And I'll be cooking some dinner while I clean, so that's on the agenda. And then once I'm finished kind of tidying up, then I've got just a handful of tests I have to finish grading, and then I'll be done. So I'll find some time to knock that out and get that out of the way, and then we'll be able to enjoy a game with friends. I'm looking forward to that. Well, I got pretty far with the cleaning. The table's cleared off. The floor is vacuumed. The bathroom is clean. And Michael called to say he was finally just now coming home, which is an hour later than he should have been. So, there's a lot going on with family and things, and so, yeah, we're supposed to start the game at 6. It's 5 o'clock right now. Michael isn't even home. He's our game master, so he plans like the encounters we're gonna do and stuff, and I don't think he's had time to plan. So, yeah, we had to cancel, so we're not playing tonight. Sorry, I'm distracted because it looks like the lights on the mantle are blinking in the camera, but they're not. They're solid, but I think it's because they're the, I think they're like the new LED ones that don't put off heat, and depending on your camera, it can look like they're blinking when they're not, but anyway. Oh well, it happens, and I have a clean dining room and a clean bathroom and an almost clean kitchen. I'm finishing up dinner, so when Michael gets home, we'll be able to sit down and enjoy a meal.